Bertie the bus was chatting with Thomas and Toby at the top station one morning when Daisy the diesel rail car came bustling in. "Hello, gentlemen. You'll never guess who was on board today." "The Reverend," Thomas asked excitedly. "Is he doing another book?" "No, don't be silly, Thomas. He was here last week." "No, it was a film crew. I dropped them off at the middle station." "Really? What are they filming?" "They're filming those new buses the bus company got," Bertie said grumpily. "That doesn't sound that interesting," Toby said. "Oh, you guys get your books, and the new buses get a special, but I get nothing," Bertie complained. "Oh, cheer up, Bertie. Do you know what I'd do if I were you?" Daisy smirked. "What?" Bertie asked blankly. "I'd make myself the star of the show. This could be your big break." "That's a great idea," said Thomas. "No, it's not," said Toby sternly. "You'll only make a fool of yourself, Bertie." "Oh, come now, Toby. You'll be fine." But before a serious argument could break out, Bertie gave a honk on his horn and rumbled away. Toby might have thought the idea was silly, but Bertie was already thinking about a way to steal the show. A little while later, Bertie was approaching the village when he saw the film crew up ahead getting a run-by of one of the new buses. Bertie quickly revved up his engine and burst into the shot, honking his horn madly. The cameramen were caught most off guard and shook their fists at Bertie. Not that he saw, he had already sped away. "That was good, that was good. I hope I see them again," Bertie said to himself, and he kept his eye out for the rest of the day. At noontime, at the middle station, the cameramen were waiting for Daisy. Toby was idling at the station when he heard them talking. "That silly little bus has been interrupting my footage all morning," one grouched. "I know, he totally ruined my shot near the river," the other one said. "Oh, that Bertie," Toby sighed. "The VAT controller won't be happy when he hears." The sun was starting to set, and the cameramen were getting ready to film their last shots of the day. A reporter was standing in front of a smart-looking bus in the middle of the town. "Well, I hope that little bus doesn't come along," one cameraman murmured to the other one. No sooner had he said that than there was trouble. A man was unloading barrels of oil at the corner. A sudden hurried beep beep startled him, and the barrels crashed. Oil went everywhere, right in front of Bertie. He slipped on the oil and crashed into the bushes. Luckily, no one was hurt. Bertie heard a series of quick clicks. "And we can see here," the reporter started, "that these modern buses are much more safe and more proper," he said pointedly, "than the buses of the past. It really puts a spotlight on the unreliability of older models." Oh. A few days later, Bertie was back in service. He was much more subdued as he pulled into the station. "Did you get your big break, Bertie?" Thomas smirked. "No," Bertie said glumly. "Ah, well, my driver said you had a lovely spotlight on the evening news," Toby said, smiling. "Local bus slips into trouble. What a headline. Doesn't that count for something?" Bertie didn't even dignify that with a response.